Hey everyone, this is Joe with Southeastern Frontiers, and today I am hiking to the Natural Well in Monte Sano on a beautiful spring morning just to get out and stretch my legs. So come along, it's always a good time to go to the Natural Well. On this hike, I took a friend on an easy stroll to see the Natural Well in Monte Sano State Park. We started out at the Land Trust South Monte Sano Trailhead and followed the Arrowhead Trail east along the edge of the plateau, which is a lovely walk in the woods. We then passed through a crack in the rocks and joined up with the Natural Well Trail, which is actually an old road that we then followed gently and then more steeply downhill until we reached the Natural Well itself. The Natural Well is an amazing vertical cave shaft that plummets about 150 feet down from the rim. We then returned all the way back to the trailhead, following the Natural Well Trail the whole way, which is an easy old road walk through the woods. This 4-mile out and back trail is a relatively easy way to visit a very unusual rock feature, and on this day was a beautiful spring walk through the woods with the wildflowers in bloom. All right, we're at the trailhead, at the South Monte Sano trailhead, and we're going to start off by going down the Arrowhead Trail, which is that way. Got some really beautiful wildflowers this morning. This is a beautiful spring day. Had some rain last night, so the trail's a little muddy, but not too bad. That's an interesting little flower. Oh, a whole patch of these wildflowers here. Just beautiful. It's a beautiful day today. Had quite the storm blow through in the night last night. There were tornadoes in the area, but missed us nicely. That's good. So it's supposed to be a windy afternoon, but pretty clear, so, and warm. It's supposed to be in the 70s today. A nice little dwarf iris. Very pretty. We are coming up to one of my favorite parts of this trail on the Arrowhead Trail here, but the trail here goes through a crack in these rocks. Oh, and there's a dogwood tree up here that's really in full bloom. That's very pretty. Oh, look at the dogwood. Yeah. That's gorgeous. It's always nice to see the spring blooming trees. Very nice. But yeah, the trail goes right through this crack in the rocks. We have come to the intersection. So we've been on the Arrowhead Trail. Ironically, we have now intersected with the Natural Well Trail, which we could have taken all the way from the parking lot. I like the Arrowhead Trail better because it's a nice walk through the woods. The Natural Well Trail is just a road. But anyway, we have come to the intersection of that. The Arrowhead Loop Trail actually goes up there and takes a left and heads downhill. And you can do another couple mile loop down there and come back up the way we're going down now. So anyway, we are now going to follow the Natural Well Trail downhill. It's all downhill from here. All right, we've been steadily going downhill at a gentle rate, but we've now reached a point here where this is going to turn and start going down much more steeply. So we don't have too far to go now. Got a tree down here. Gotta find our way around. There is some serious erosion here. Wow, this gully has gotten a lot deeper since I was last here. My, look at that. Right in front of us is a man-made stone structure. That is the milestone saying that we are almost to the Natural Well. Woo! It's a little eroded there too. All right, here it is. Hang on to your hats. That's the natural well. Hello! What do you think?
It's astounding.
It's something else, isn't it? It's about 140 to 150 feet deep. It's vertical shaft. You hit a pile of gravel at the rocks at the bottom, and then there's a tunnel that goes off to the side from there that you can go down a ways.
Where's the tunnel go?
I'm not exactly sure. I've never been there.
So would a waterfall or something of that, so it's so sheer,
Yep.
that water has to be moving fast.
Yeah, so probably the way this formed is over a long period of time, water ran down the mountain, which it still does from up here, and ran through smaller holes in the ceiling and then fell, through a crack and gradually made it bigger and bigger and rounded it off so that it became a big vertical waterfall. And then at some point, the rest of the mountain eroded away behind us here, and this was completely exposed.
It is staggering.
It is amazing. I have flown my drone in here before. I didn't bring it today. I thought maybe it'd be too windy today, but down here we're protected. I should have brought it.
So how deep did you say?
140 to 150 feet.
Does it change seasonally or something?
No, there's
okay.
It depends. There's the pile of rocks in the bottom make it a little uneven.
I understood.
Uh-huh.
And so is it walkable once you get down?
Yes, people rappel down here and then go off to those side channels and side chambers. It doesn't go very far before it plugs up, but people do go down there.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to get permission from the state park, but you can rappel down into it. And people who are really crazy go around this fence up here and hang over the edge and try to look in. Man, that's sketchy for me. I can hold the camera up above the fence, but I'm not gonna lean on it. Yeah, love the little rotted wood logs laid in here. I don't think I'm gonna stand on them either. All right, we have had a snack and water and rested a bit. Echo! Anyway, stopped, had a little rest here, and we're about to head back up the hill. So we're going back, starting out going back the way we came. So on we go. All right, we have come back up to the Arrowhead Trail. This is where we came down earlier today. And so on our way back, we're going to continue on the natural well trail, which is this old road here, and just keep going along this way. But the Arrowhead Trail, it goes off to the left here. And that is a fun loop also if you want a little longer trail than just going to the natural well. All right, we have come to a gully we got across here. This is from a landslide that occurred, I think, in 2006. So not that long ago. It ran down the hill here and destroyed the section of the road. So we got to go down through this little gully. And then we'll pick the road up on the other side. All right, we picked the road up again on the other side of that gully, and we are heading back towards the parking lot. It's a really easy hike down this road. Now, we found a nice fossil in a rock here, a piece of sandstone that's washed down off the top of the mountain. It's either a long, slender leaf, like a palm leaf maybe, but broad. It could also be the stem of a plant. There are like club mosses at the time these sandstones were formed that were huge. So it could be something like that, but very cool. Lots of little berries on these bushes. I'll have to look up what they are. I do not know them very well. Very cool. All right, time to turn off that old road and head up to the parking lot. So we got a little bit of a climb here at the end. We are back to the parking lot. All right, we are back to the South Monte Sano Trailhead. That was a fun hike today, guys. Thanks for coming along. It's always good to visit the natural well.